Hey everyone, Couch Investor here with another video for you today. Today I'm gonna go over a stock. I already made a video not long ago. It's this one here, Square. I made a video about a month ago. It's my most watched video with over 2,000 views. That video is 10 minutes long. It's a more in-depth video regarding the whole company, what they are doing. I'm showing a little video that Square made explaining the whole ecosystem and the whole company itself. Now in this video that I'm going to do today, we're going to talk about what's happening right now, why I think it's a very good stock to buy and to own. I own Square, like I said in the video right there. It's a stock I will never sell. Actually, I've bought more during this crisis, and earnings are coming up, I think, on the 5th or the 6th, so next week. Would be very interesting to see what the numbers are telling us. Before I get started, again, thank you everyone that has been watching the videos, engaging, liking, and especially subscribing. We're at 158 subscribers. If we can reach that 200 mark real soon, that would be awesome. So please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to get notified, hit that notification bell. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So Square is trading at around about $63. Friday was a red day for the whole stock market, went down 3.29%. As you can see year to date, it was at $85 prior to the crisis. It went all the way down to $38. I know some of you asked me in my old video, what did I do? Did I panic? Did I sell? No. Like I said, I'm not selling. I actually bought more stock. I doubled my position, actually. Not at the bottom, because I didn't know where and when the bottom will be, but I'm in a better position right now than I was before, and my position doubled in the size, so I'm pretty okay with that. And if it goes down again to, let's say, 40s, 45, 50s, fine by me. But yeah, overall, the stock should be at around about the price it is now, to $70 or more, depending on obviously the earnings they are going to report next week. But I think they could be beating the estimates. The consensus is 13 cents earnings per share with a revenue of $1.30 billion. Now, last year, they beat the last 4 quarters. Last quarter, they reported 23 cents when the estimates were 21 cents, so they beat that very well. Last year's revenue was 4.71 billion with an earnings of $375 million. Now let's say $4.71 billion in revenue for the whole year divided by 4 is at around about 1.18 billion per quarter, and now they're supposed to report 1.30. So if they report that number, that will be great. That will mean that the revenue is increasing, but we will also want to see the earnings increasing. A lot of companies are increasing their revenue, but the earnings are not going up just as fast as the revenue. In some cases that might be okay, but in this case, especially in Square, we want to see an increase in earnings as well. Now, let's go into the balance sheet. For me, a very, very healthy balance sheet as of now. Cash positions have been increasing year over year, except for this one right here, 2017, 2018. But most importantly, you can see your total assets have been growing. Now it's at 4.55 billion and total liability of 2.84. Now we all know we want a 2-to-1 ratio. This one comes close. It's at 1.6 or so. So pretty good, especially with the situation right now. They can play around with their balance sheet and still survive and come out very strong after this crisis. Stockholders shareholders' equity has been increasing as well, which is very good to know for people that have invested in the company. So overall, I think for me, this is a very good stock to have in your portfolio. Now, what do they do? If you want a more in-depth view, go watch it in my last video. But basically, Square will help you if you have a small to medium business. Obviously, if you have a larger business, they can help you as well. But they're specialized in small to medium businesses. They can arrange everything. Literally, if you start selling flowers, all you need to do is have your phone. You get a Square, like a little device that you can connect to your phone and swipe credit cards. That's how they started as well. Now they help you point of sales, payments, e-commerce. Now with the crisis, well, we can go already to some of the articles right here. I think it's this one. They're helping the people with their payments, their loans. A lot of people have been saying, yeah, the bank is taking way too long to approve my loan, etc. So now Square is authorized to, well, facilitate the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP they call it. And I've read some reviews and people saying that they've got their loan accepted by Square in a matter of days, whereas the bank has not answered in weeks. And that will give Square a very, very big advantage in the future and the world after the coronavirus. It will attract new customers. It will help their existing customers as well to survive this whole pandemic, because with the whole loan system that they have in place, it's very easy to see an overview how you will pay them back. So if your business is doing well for, let's say, 2 months, the system can automatically see and notify you, look, you're having more sales than usual. Would you like to pay back a bigger part of your loan right now? You can put, I think, limits or percentages. Let's say you're earning right here, automatic repayment, 16% of daily sales. You can increase that or decrease that. Everybody can choose how they do that. Again, articles will be in the description below. So overall, like, Square is really, really helping small to medium businesses, because those are the businesses that we need, and those are the businesses that are getting impacted the hardest during these difficult times. Now, what are the people saying regarding Square stock? I'll read this paragraph right here. Square stock is an excellent way to make use of the market's pullback. Like I said, despite the company's notoriety, it's only just begun to make its mark on the financial services industry. Not only is Square's banking status a considerable growth catalyst in the post-corona economy, but the firm has a ton of space to grow internationally as well. Because as of now, I think they're only in the US. Imagine if they can grow in Europe, and especially in less developed countries or continents such as Eastern Asia or Africa. As like I said, in fact, right now Square is only operating in 5 countries, which is nothing. With that in mind, long-term investors who can take on some volatility, obviously the price is now at $63. Next week, if earnings disappoint, could go back down to 50. But if you can stomach that short-term pain, you can have some long-term gain for sure, in my opinion. Lastly, Square has a cash app, which is very, very powerful these days. It's been growing in users by, I don't know, 50-60%. Not only that, but Square's peer-to-peer platform, Cash App, gives the firm a lifetime during the shutdown. Why? Cash App hasn't seen the same kind of coronavirus-associated decline as the rest of Square's businesses. Obviously, if a cafe or a restaurant is closed, those people that are working there are not going to use the Square services. But Cash App, since that's on the phone, people still need to pay or maybe transfer money, etc. the usage for the Cash app has been increasing during this time, or not has been, it hasn't has been hurt that much. In fact, some say the coronavirus could help Cash app reach new users as families look for ways to send money to each other. That last line here, very, very good point. Now, again, in big, Square is not just a thing that you put and use as a cashier or everything. It really can help you with most of your business, marketing, payroll, organizing your restaurant. You can set up like the tables in your restaurant, see who your customers are. Customers can give you back reviews with the digital receipts. Keep up with your customers. It's very, very important for a small and a medium-sized business. And that's why for me, and of course the cashless payments that will be happening. I don't think we will have cash payments in the next, let's say, in 10 years or so, which Square is perfectly positioned to be the leading player in that market. Obviously, there's also PayPal and Venmo, but for me, there's space enough for both of them. So that will be it for this video. Again, that's my personal opinion, but since you guys want to hear some information and etc., this was, I hope, very informative. I'll be looking at the earnings very closely next week. I will write down in the comments below what the results were. So if you want to hear more from me, watch more interesting videos, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, and stay safe, take care of yourself, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.